Dana, a beautiful end to a beautiful week, but some clouds roll in tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I did want to mention actually about that sunset. You kind of see the kind of like hazy-ish clouds, very similar to the sunsets right before Lee moved towards our area, because both of them on the outsides of tropical systems have these high clouds that create some really nice looking sunsets. Nice. So that's a fun little tidbit. If you ever have a tropical system approaching your area, keep an eye out for the sunsets the day before. So like I mentioned, we had those high clouds beginning to move in. Now this is almost as much of the extent we're going to see from that tropical system down south. It's just some high clouds coming out ahead of it, and I'll talk the minimal impacts on the weekend in just a minute. Radar wise right now though, it's pretty dry out there. High pressure has been in control for the past couple days, and that's given us some nice weather, which has been really good to enjoy. Low temperatures tonight though, a little bit on the cooler side. Average low temperature is 50, but most of us are going to be in the 40s tonight. I could see a couple of high 30s pop up in the mountains as well. So it's going to have that crisp kind of fall-like feel, and that's something that's going to continue over the next couple of days. High temperatures tomorrow though, a little bit on the cool side as well, especially along the coast where we're going to see some more clouds and some more showers possible. Going to be on the cool side, honestly probably getting into the upper 50s in some spots, but some low 60s. Inland though, closer to average, where they'll see a little less in terms of rain. So Tropical Storm Ophelia to our south here, going to move into the Carolinas as we get into early tomorrow morning. Now this system isn't going to have much of an impact on us here in Maine. It's going to move in as a tropical storm going through the DC area, and eventually will exit over the water as we get closer to New York. So we aren't going to see too much in terms of impact. It's not a system like Lee where we're going to see some more rain and some higher winds. In fact, as we get into Saturday, where we could see some showers, I think especially in York County and along the southern and mid coast is where we'll see most of our showers. A lot of the heavy rain is going to stay much to the south of us, though inland I think is going to stay pretty dry. A bit on the cloudy side though. Overall, it's not going to be a super sunny weekend, but we could see a couple of peaks of clouds, or sunshine rather, as we get into Sunday inland, because we're going to see those showers move along with this system, really kind of just right along the coastline. So overall, I don't think it's going to be a bad weekend, but it is going to be a bit on the cloudier side. But the farther inland you are, the nicer it's going to be. Seas currently 1 to 3 feet and water 61 degrees. So for the Dempsey Challenge on Saturday, mid 60s throughout the day. And we're going to see mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, especially in the afternoon, but I think it's going to stay dry, winds relatively light as well. So for our 7-day forecast, it's going to be a little bit on the cool side over the weekend. We're going to see those showers, especially along the coastline. The farther inland you are, the drier it'll be. And then as we get into next week, it's going to be a little bit cooler to start, but then we have some sunshine icons for later in the week. It'll be a little bit above average, and that high pressure system next week will be in control for a while. So Zach, not the nicest weekend, but overall I don't think even for the coast it's a plan canceller, just something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we'll make the most of it. Dana,
Absolutely.
thanks so much.